In today's video, we are going to talk about Sony's ECMB1M. I hope I got it right. Yes, I did. This is Sony's latest shotgun mic, and I'm going to tell you why I bought it, what are the different buttons, and how can you check the compatibility of it and on which cameras it'll work. But before we do that, a short intro. So let's start the unboxing. So when you receive this package, probability is you'll not see a seal like you see in most of the Sony products. I reached out to Rida.com from where I bought it, and also Sony. It seems in some Sony products they don't put a seal, so let's go ahead and open it. Okay, so we have this pouch, some paperwork, and the dead cat. So let's see what's in the pouch. Yeah, this is pretty small. Cool, I like it. And this is the dead cat. So let me just try to put it on it. So there's the sleeve, which you can see. All you need to do is just put this on. Yeah, before I do that, these are the different microphones which it has. So let me just put it in, and it just goes on, and just need to push it a little. It has an elastic thing, and this mic, this is it. It's pretty neat. It's pretty small. I think it's less than 100 grams. So let me just clear this table, and then I will come back with my other shotgun mic which I had, and I'll tell you why I bought this. So let's go to the question why I bought this microphone. So I've been using two microphones precisely till now. The first one, which I bought around 2 years ago, was this Rode Micro Go, which is right here. And the problem with this one is that it has the same problem of wire, wherein you have to attach a wire and then you have to switch on this receiver and the transmitter, and most of the times when you're vlogging it's difficult, and because the dead cat over it never stays, I always used to have this problem. So around a year ago I bought this, which is the Rode's cheapest video mic, which is the shortest one they have. This is the shotgun mic. Now the problem, as you can see in the screen, is the wire. The same problem you will also face with Rode Micro Go. So this wire always gets tangled with your rotating screen, and also you have that viewfinder. So if you have not switched the viewfinder off and you're shooting something, this wire will actually go to the viewfinder, as you can see on the screen, and then you will have a problem of screen switching. Actually, it's not a screen problem. It will feel as if the screen has gone bad, but it's not with the screen, because this wire keeps on touching the viewfinder and it keeps on switching to the that eyepiece of the camera. And the second problem I had was this dead cat. Now look at this dead cat and compare it with this. Now if you are looking for a setup which is light and which is discreet, this is no way discreet, and without this dead cat I have had a lot of issues with this mic. So even if there is a little bit of wind, there are distortions, and you can't control anything from the mic. Everything has to be controlled from the camera. So, and one other drawback which I had was that this thing never sticks. It will just keep on coming out, and then your mic will keep on going crazy like this, and you'll keep on adjusting it. So this is a good mic for its price, because this is like just less than $100, and it does its job. But I think if you can afford and you want to up your game, and you don't want to have that hassle like I don't want, this is not an ideal shotgun mic, especially if you're doing a lot of vlogging. And as far as the lavalier mics are concerned, again, this is a problem, that you have a receiver, then you have a transponder, you put this receiver in the pocket, and then you have to connect the lavalier mic, and then you actually wire yourself up. So again, this is not something which you'll really like to do in, you know, in a situation wherein you just want to go ahead and have some video. Shotgun mics are much more better than these wireless mics. Yeah, if you are in this kind of a setup wherein you can you're just doing a heads up video, yeah, why not? Now coming back to this mic, now this is Sony's wireless solution. So the first thing is first, this is only compatible with Sony cameras. It is compatible with almost all Sony full frame cameras, and there are two kind of functions this mic has. One is analog and one is digital. The only difference between analog and digital is, like, when you're using this kind of a mic, all the things are recorded in analog, and it goes into your camera and then it converts into digital, and that's how you get things. But in this case, the signal from the mic itself gets converted into digital before it goes to your camera. But this digital conversion, or the digital feature of mic, is not available in all Sony cameras. I'm putting a link in the description which will tell you with which cameras this is compatible in terms of digital signal. Among the new cameras, like I'm using A7C, and according to the list, and we're still going to try that out, this is compatible for digital signals for A7C, but not for A7 III. It's compatible to A7S III as well as R4, I think, but as I said, the link is in the description. And one thing more, you know, we have this tendency of throwing all the paper work which we get, quite rightly so, because it's in different languages, blah blah. But in all Sony products, what I've seen is you have this QR code. So if you just go ahead and scan this QR code, you will get the help document, and that's where you can start seeing the things. Now coming back to this mic, before I put it on my camera and we test it, let's just go through different things or different buttons it has. The first thing this mic has is a button for digital and analog. As I explained, digital is when you have a camera which is compatible for the digital signal, but it will work in analog mode for almost all the Sony cameras. Link in the description. And then it has three filters: noise cancellation, low cut filter, and the filter off. This is just for the voice or surrounding voice to be noise cancelled. We'll test it outside because I don't think so inside a room you can find it. And then it has this decibel information, 0, 10 and 20, and you have similar kind of function with Rode My Wireless Go as well, but not on this. On this you have to control it in camera. And then audio level, auto or manual. So if you put manual, then you have this button wherein you can control what kind of level of the volume you want. You can have this cool dial which you can put up and down. And then you also have this USB or micro USB cable which is on the side. Now this is interesting. In no help document of Sony it shows why it is used. I initially thought that this is for putting some kind of a wire with non-compatible cameras, but it's not. I reached out to Sony and some of the customer cares, and I read some documents. Actually this is for a version upgrade. So if there is a software version or a firmware version which you need to update in future, this micro USB is for that, so that you can connect it with your computer and do the version upgrade. Okay, having said that, let's go ahead and put this on just to inside vlogging test. So here we are on Sony A7C with the ECMB1M mic connected. There are a couple of things which I noticed, that once you put on this mic, you'll have no control of the mic volume from the camera. So that's one thing. And second, I have tried both on digital and analog mode, and it's working on this camera. So right now it is on the digital mode. Let me go ahead and switch it in analog and see if you guys find any difference in my voice. So now I am in the analog mode, and it's again, I can see channel 1 and 2, so it is recording. One more thing which I noticed with this flip over was that you have to stop recording and restart it for this new mode to come into picture. Now right now I'm on the low filter cut mode, so let me just go ahead and go on bi-directional, wherein it should be able to pick up most of the sound from the front and some of it from the back. So here we are on the bi-directional or super directional or whatever you want to call it. According to this mode, this is when you're having a run and gun time and you want to do somebody's video and you're at the back of the camera and you're asking questions. So right now I'm in front. Let me just go at the back. I'm at the back of the camera. I think it's picking up my voice fine. I can see it in the channels. Now I am in front again. This is omnidirectional, and now we again are on low cut filter. I'll just walk around and let's see if you're able to hear me still or not. I think you will be. I think it will sound fine. Now that's how it sounds right now, and this is a video which I'm just doing in front of it. I'm gonna take this out and we'll test all these settings outside as well. But before we do that, let's just put it on a tripod which is a little away from us and put it in a directional way so that you can see if you can use this one as a talking head video and how far you will need to keep it to get your voice right. Here I am at around a feet and a half distance from the mic, and it's again on analog, and I have put the volume as auto and some low cut filter. So let's put it on digital and see if there is a difference. Now I am around 1.5 feet away from this microphone, and it's on auto with 10 auto volume and 10 decibel low cut filter and in digital form. It's pretty neat, and I can notice one thing, that if you have put the volume on auto, it automatically adjusts the channels. I don't see my voice going like too loud even if I'm changing the decibel limit, because I think it's controlling the volume automatically, which is a good thing. You don't need to go back and check your manual settings and again. It seems that the auto is working, but we'll see more in post. And what are my first thoughts? It seems to be much better than this one. Obviously this is 3 times the cost of this one. This you can get in the market in Australia for around $80-90, and that one is around $400. But for me, because I'm not a full-time photographer or I'm not a videographer, this is my hobby. I need a workflow which is tiny, and I can't afford having tangling wires or reshoot things 10 times. So if you can afford it, this is perhaps the best mic, even better than the Wireless Go, which I've been using for a long time now. So friends, this was the first video in the 2 video series which I plan on this microphone, because I really admire this microphone, and I'm so happy that Sony did what they did with it. It's expensive, yes, but I think it's worth it if you have the money and you can spend it. In the second part of this video, we'll be testing it outside, because that's where we will be able to test the low cut filter, noise cancellation features. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and stay tuned and hit the bell notification icon so that you are notified when I put the second video as well. That's it for this one. See you in the next one. This is Interurban KG signing off. Rub.